Whoa! Alright guys, so I'm out here testing some Freewell filters for the DJI Avata, and thought I'd make a quick video, show you my little progress since the first video. I've had maybe a total hours maybe on the simulator is about 75 hours. So what we're going to do is put this in manual mode right now. And I'm going to try to take it a little slow. I'm going to see if I can get slow, slow movements throughout the trees. Try to hit, some gaps and see if I can fly that way. Because the last time I was flying, kind of balls to the wall. And so let's see if we can do this. I'm going to go ahead and start my engines. And I'm starting off in manual mode. And as you can see, my gimbal pitch is 10%. And so I haven't flown this in about 5 days. So I'm trying to, get used to it again. I have been flying the simulator, a little bit. And it's a little windy out here, and this thing does get, pushed around a little bit, especially if you're not moving too fast. It does get pushed around. Alright. So the last time I had my gimbal pitch, I think at 15 degrees. And I should be recording also on the DVR, so I'll put that footage up there on the screen too. And once I land, I'll show you the rates. I forgot to do that. Show you the rates I'm working with. They may be a little bit, kind of, a little bit fast because that was the rates I was working with on my original flight. So I'm just going to fly now and see if I need to make any type of adjustments to get like smoother movements throughout here. On the last flight, on the last video, there were a lot of people asking what simulator I used. I used Liftoff. That was pretty much the most recommended app. And I did not use the DJI, the DJI app because I didn't think that was, too good. I didn't really like it. I did try using it, but I like Liftoff a lot better. Now the drones in Liftoff are a little bit different than this here, but the mechanics and everything up on the simulator are basically the same. So when I did my first flight, the feeling and the input and everything was a little different, but the whole, the fundamentals and everything were the same. And it was just like flying the simulator. So I highly recommend, a simulator before you fly, especially if you, got this drone. A little while back, I did purchase a little Tiny Hawk, and I never really got into acro mode on that. I did do like the angle mode or something like that, whatever that was. Pretty much the level mode. And I never actually put it in acro. And I didn't like that controller. It was a little, it was a piece of crap. And it was hard to control. But as soon as I got on the simulator, things changed. And the thing about the simulator, you can actually fly for a pretty long time if you want, which was a lot better than using the Tiny Hawk, because by the time you got used to something, you have to bring it down or you run out of battery or something like that. So the simulator was great. And also, you can do things in the simulator without risking anything. You can push the limits, try new things and everything. And everything that I do here, I do in the simulator first. Now I'm trying to also practice talking and flying at the same time. I know you have to really concentrate when you're in manual mode to maintain your altitude, manage your throttle. But the more I practice this while I'm doing videos, it's pretty good. So let's go over here to this tree over here. I have 62% left. And like I said, I'm out here testing the Freewell filters. Right now I have a Freewell Indy filter on here. And I think it's Indy 16 I have on here. I have it I'm recording in 4K 60. I have my shutter speed at 120, 1/120. But I have the ISO set to auto because, going in and out of these little gaps and stuff, the lighting definitely changes. So you want your camera to adjust to the lighting so you can have, nice little lighting when you're going through these gaps here. Whoa! Whoa! Let's go up. All right, there we go. All right, cool. Recovered. Nice. It's definitely, as soon as you nick a branch or something, around the prop area, it definitely goes down. It doesn't withstand any impact around the prop area too well. Now, if you hit like the top of it or something on a branch, it'll survive or it'll withstand it, but anywhere around the props, it'll go down pretty much. Now, also, as far as crashing and recovering from like out of control movements or something like that, I also practice that in the simulator. That's something you can practice in the simulator, practicing recovering from something like that or something if you go out of control or something. If you try to do a roll and it's not going according to plan, trying to recover. Also practice that in the simulator as well. One thing I noticed that this does not like coming down flat. Every time you come down, it shudders or stutters or whatever, and you can lose control. So practicing recovering is a good way to, come out of some unscathed. See, like that is actually shuddering right there. Now I know there's been a lot of talk about, the flat yaw and drones dropping out of the sky. As a beginner, I'm trying to fly this under control, and I'm not trying to do tricks or anything with it. I kind of understand what the drone is about and what it's for. And if you're, flying this, as long as you're not making any sharp turns, sharp yaw, sudden yaw movements, or whatever, you should be fine. Like dives or stuff. You can pull off a dive, but you just have to be careful with it. Now I'm just going to go until this battery goes down to maybe 20%, and I'm going to bring it back. And as a beginner, take it easy. Practice all your tricks or anything on the simulator, and then you can come out here and do simple with the Avata. You can do simple little rolls and stuff and flips. I'm not going to try one right now because the battery's low and it'll drain the battery really quickly. But I can do it. I've done it before. It's a little windy. So, but you know, just take it a little easy. As long as you're not making sharp turns, you're making, you know, kind of elongate your curves like that. Nothing sharp, you're good. See, this is what I want to do. Just come under the control, get used to flying this slow so I can control it a little better. We're down to 26%. Something like this, coming in and out, slow it down, and then go down into a gap. I want to shoot that little gap over there and to the right, but I'm a little scared. So we're down to about 20%, and I'm going to bring it over. See if I can land in manual mode or try to hover a little bit and then shut the motors and drop it. It's all about trying to control everything under control. Pull back. Oh, all right, there we go. And that's the hardest thing to do, is to hover. And let's see if I can get over here. Let's see if I can do it. Oh. Shot. Oh, nice.